Wow, that was a tough game. 49ers lose to the Texans 26-15. In my preview video I uploaded earlier before the game, I gave three keys that I think could have really helped the 49ers to win that game. And one of them was get Christian Mac- get Christian McCaffrey going in the running game, and just feed him the ball like they did last week. They couldn't do that. Second key was to generate some type of pass rush against CJ Stroud, get quarterback hits, get sacks, pressure the quarterback, all in all. They couldn't even do that. And then the third key was being able to protect Mac Jones, and Mac Jones being able to hit the short dink and dunk type of routes. And they didn't do that either. The offensive line could not block for Mac Jones at all. So, yeah, man. I mean, the 49ers are clearly hurting in terms of personnel. I mean, Yeturgros Matos wasn't able to go in this game. Bryce Huff was ruled out for this game as well. They just didn't have enough depth on the defensive line today, and it showed. I mean, losing Nick Bosa is detrimental, and I knew it would hurt this team, but Bryce Huff kind of gave me, in a way, a boost of confidence that this defensive line can still get to the quarterback even without Nick Bosa. And they did last week, but Bryce Huff was playing. Bryce Huff was one of the difference makers in that game last week against Atlanta. And with him being out is one thing, but when you have Yeturgros Matos out as well, the 49ers can't be expected to do much in terms of generating pass rush, generating pressure, getting to the quarterback. Clearly showed today. I mean, they were missing a decent amount of players today, but the defensive line especially. D. Winters got hurt in this game. I mean, it just felt like people were dropping like flies. Sam Oak got hurt in this game as well. There were three injuries. I know Upton Stout, there were like 3 or 4 injuries this game. I know Upton Stout got banged up. Jordan Elliott, the defensive tackle, got banged up. He got ruled out of the game. So they lost Jordan Elliott, D. Winters, and Sam Oak. And again, man, like, you just can't. There's not a lot you're going to be able to do when this many players are getting freaking hurt, man. Upton Stout also, again, got banged up. Alfred Collins got hurt early on. He had an apparent injury to his left arm. He ended up returning. But yeah, I mean, this was just a tough game. You lose players. You're already going into this game as banged up, more banged up than any team in the NFL, and it wasn't even close. And, you're especially banged up on the defensive line, and you lose 2 defensive linemen in this game. I thought the secondary was terrible today. Felt like the 49ers secondary couldn't really do that much at all. I mean, you're playing a team that's losing their top 2 wide receivers, or that didn't have their top 2 wide receivers in Christian Kirk and Nico Collins, and for some reason, they just I felt like Robert Saleh was calling a lot of soft zone coverages, and CJ Stroud was just picking them apart. There wasn't a lot of good coverage within this game along the defensive backs. Somebody I thought really struggled today was Upton Stout. Chase Lucas, seemingly in my eyes, looks better than Upton Stout. So maybe they'll look at that. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Upton Stout he's young. He's a rookie. There's going to be growing pains with him. There have been growing pains this season with Upton Stout, but I think the way Chase Lucas played during the preseason, and not only that, but, the play he made last week in Atlanta, I thought should have automatically gave him more playing time. Chase Lucas is better than Upton Stout. I mean, I think it's at this point in time in the season, Chase Lucas, I think, gives us the better chance, or gives us the better option there um, at nickel than Upton Stout does. So yeah, man. I don't know. The offense just couldn't do anything. It felt like I thought Mac Jones didn't play that good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he was terrible, but he wasn't good. Um, I'm not gonna blame all of that on him just because the offensive line looked atrocious. But Jawan Jennings had crucial drops. He should have caught the deep ball that Mac Jones threw to him. Somehow he dropped it. Jawan Jennings has been underwhelming this season, and I don't think it's been. I mean, I think it shows week in and week out. Um, yeah, I mean, the 49ers just simply couldn't do anything. Kittle got back into the end zone today. Was happy to see that. Made an unreal catch in between two defenders, which actually was a pretty good throw by Mac Jones. But Houston came ready to limit and to shut down Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers ran the ball 10 total times this game, 8 carries for Christian McCaffrey, and that was it. Mac Jones had 2 carries. Where was Brian Robinson Jr.? I have no idea. I mean, they're putting this guy at kick returner, for God's sake. I can't figure out why they even traded for him at this point. Why they haven't gave Brian Robinson Jr. more touches. Last week he had a decent amount of touches, but that was because number one, the 49ers were up and they ended up running the ball 37 times. But yeah, I can't figure out the whole Brian Robinson Jr. thing. It's puzzling to me why they won't get him more involved. But yeah, just again, Jordan Watkins actually made his debut today, which was pretty cool to see. He only had 1 catch for 7 yards. But yeah, this was an ugly game. I mean, we were bad defensively. I think, Fred Warner's presence really showed today. Last week, Tatum Bethune played phenomenally, but and it's not like I thought Tatum Bethune played terrible. He's just not Fred Warner, and Fred Warner's presence is felt on this defense clearly. So losing him was like the stab in the throat for this 49ers team, and especially the defense moving forward. But yeah, I mean, his presence was clearly missed today. I think one thing that stood out to me offensively, other than the offensive line just not being able to block a soul, was I think Brock Purdy's mobility is such a luxury to have. It's one of his best traits as a quarterback, and the 49ers could have like badly used his mobility today. I don't know how much it would have helped just because, I mean, I know obviously it would have helped some, but the 49ers offensive line was terrible today. And I think Brock Purdy probably would have struggled today with how this offensive line played. I thought Colton McKivitz was bad. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously you don't have Jake Brendel. Matt Hennessy was in for Jake Brendel. I just thought this offensive line as a whole was terrible today. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the 49ers had, I think that's one of the main reasons they had troubles offensively. So on to New York. New York just lost Cam Skattebo today, which sucks, man. I'm a fan of Cam Skattebo. So Giants will be going up into this game. Will be going into this game banged up. They've already lost Malik Neighbors. So yeah, on to New York. Tough game, tough outing. Obviously, something that's going to be worth watching this week will be the injuries suffered in this game to D. Winters, Upton Stout, Sam Oak, Jordan Elliott. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, was wondering who it was going to be this game in terms of injuries, and it was, majority of the defensive line that's already banged up as is. So not ideal, not good. But what's new with this team? Yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts of this game in the comments down below. That was a brutal game to watch. I will say that. But yeah, I'll be back on here this week with injury updates. And the 49ers are 5-3. It doesn't help that the Rams and the Seahawks are 5-2. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the division at this point, but 49ers probably won't be number 1 in the division. So I don't know. On to New York. Let me know your thoughts. As always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.